Hey, Happy. Let's wait on YouTube to catch up here. It's trying. How we doing today? There it is. It came on. YouTube. Hey. What's going on? I'm so happy to see you all today. Yeah, it's Thursday. You know. I'm so happy I could die. Ho, 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 ho. Yes! Oh yeah. Hey! Letitia. Somebody loves me. Danny, Letitia, Marco, Dennis, Roger, the Colonel. Does anybody else love me? Beth Ann. Somebody loves you. Hey, I love you too. It's good to see you today. Hey, man, yesterday I was fooling around. You guys probably say, what do you do when you are fooling around? Well, I play the organ. What else can I do? I just play the organ. I love to sell carpets, they say. And I came up with this really hip song that I did this morning for some friends of mine. And so today, I'm going to do it for you. It's really cool. We're talking about love today. See, that was Somebody Loves Me, right? Let's give the love today. I have so many exciting things to tell you about. I worked feverishly to make some new things happen so that it's a little bit more convenient. And it's funny. Well, before I get to that, it's funny. The more the description gets larger, the less the comments I can see. It's crazy. I just see. I want to see what my friends are saying. There you go. My goodness. Oh, boy. These applications, what are you going to do with them? Anyhow, so let me get this. It ended up being hip-hop style. You're going to dig it, though. That's a hip-hop groove, right? But it's so hip, watch. at it, Colonel. Yeah. You got your Numa Contact. I'm glad you're playing E flat, right? Not read and drink and drive. Don't read and play. Broke the law. You can all sing along if you remember. I need your love. Burt Bacharach. You know, man, like when you want to listen to music that was seriously written by some of the greatest, I dig Burt Bacharach. I think some of his writing skills, just amazing. Those time period of songs like that, and all those things with Dionne Warwick, just an incredible era. I was spending an hour last night just hitting all of those Burt Bacharach hits. Wow. He was great, man. So, love that groove. Yeah, it's kind of different. I thought I'd put a little hip-hop move in there. Get it swinging. Yeah, 3 cameras. Well, I've kindly figured out that, see, I thought there was some kind of restriction on 2. So you know me, man. I always like to play a little bit better, push the limit just a little bit more. Then I found out that you need a powered hub. Hubba bubba. So I thought, sometimes it's dangerous when I do that, but this time it came out all right. Alfie, yeah, I should do that someday. Man, they got to work that tune out. You just don't play that tune. And it's been years since I played it. It's gorgeous. I'll work it out. What was I saying? Oh, so anyhow, I figured it out. I just took the camera that was on the 2 hubs and put it into a direct into the computer, and voila, 3 cameras. I think that's enough, right? So if someday we're blessed to go live with a trio, then I could go with 3 different cameras. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Hey, man, I'm just using all the 2 of them are Logitech cameras. This is something 930, C930, yeah, wide angle. Supposed to be high def, pretty nice quality, right? And then over there, it's another kind of Logitech. I don't know. It's a little bit, I think, less wide, but you can see it's the one I'm using for this side view here. And then this is just a webcam. That's why I switched back over to this computer, because I thought the other one, remember, I think it was more blurry. I think this camera is a little bit better. Well, shoot, since I've been working really hard to try to make things different, you know me, man, I'm always trying to make things a little bit better, because that's what the world needs right now, is a little bit better. So that's what I'm about. So I worked really hard on working on my website. So all of those that know, they've been keeping up with the educational stuff. We had a really incredible week last week, and these will continue with my friends and students group. So all of the past groups are up. The Sunday Blues group, where we worked on the cat, that's up. The Tunes group, the Round Midnight group, we got that. The Simply Blues group, we started to work on F Blues, that's up for just $10. Here we have a hand separate class. Remember, we started to work on some kind of swing grooves, 1 to the 4, 4 to the 1, starting to move into different kind of patterns here. What about the Tuesday night group? Wow, Jose's going to be our guest here real soon. I can't wait until Jose's my guest. I love Jose. He's coming from Puerto Rico, and he's one of my friends, but you know, he's in the students group. I call all my students my friends now, because I'm a student still. I'm learning how to play better every time. Like, for instance, I'd like to play Somebody Loves Me again and play it better. That's the neuroses of being a musician. But what did we cover? Anything but love. I can't give you anything but love. We had a special guest in our friends and students last week giving classes so generously. And then Saturday, a great turnout for Pat Bianchi's workshop. So you can get that all on replay. They're all up. So I'm so excited because, you know, I'm keeping up with these things. Another thing that I decided to do is I made my lessons $40, just $40 across the board. So you could buy the deal, you know, if you want to buy 5 lessons for $200, that's 40 each for 5, because you'd like to put out 200 and reserve 5 spots, fine. If you'd just like to do 2 for $80, fine. If you just like to do 1 hour for $40, fine. All right? This is during our pandemic. I didn't graduate from English school, but during this pandemic, I'd like to just make it okay for you guys to and ladies to be able to do it. And if you haven't tried a lesson with me, it's pretty much like my live show, except I give you data. You can try it for $30. It's really, a lot of new students are coming and checking it out, and you can see how much I care about you and keeping this going. Hey, it's okay if you're late, Ellery. That's good. All right, so that's the other thing that I'm just really proud to show you. We've got all the educational things up to date. I've changed my lesson prices to a common price of $40 per hour. So that's because during this pandemic, we need to take care of each other. So as I say, during this pandemic, my lesson prices are all $40. Below are different pre-buy options for your budget. So if you got like, you know, 90 or $80, just buy 2, you know, and do one now, do one later. Everybody knows how I work. But here's what I'm really proud to show you. And a lot of people have told me that this PayPal ME thing is very hard to use, right? And I agree with you. I tried to do it myself, and I realized, man, It is kind of difficult, and you have to be a member of PayPal to do that and all that. So I made a donors page. You can see it says contact because it's my contact page down here. You can also give me some of your contact information or message. So I think it's a convenient place to put this donors page. And I made it easy for you. But before I want to show you how you can help me, let me show you what I want to give you because, you know, man, it's a give and take world, right? All right. So, hey, I got a little bit of reverb. It's so professional. Hey. Okay. Almost too much. See, when the reverbs, you can hear it, that's called annoying. So I'm going to turn it down just a little. Hold on. Okay. And Magic came to visit me, so I'm lucky today. Let's take a look at what I did. So anyhow, many of you know I put out a CD last year called The Definition of Insanity, and I feel it's one of my best audio recordings ever. I really went through the painstaking process to make sure I used my equipment, my humble equipment. I don't have $1 million studio. They're all just, above consumer grade, RME and M audio stuff. The same stuff you could buy at Sam Ash or Sweetwater or Guitar Center. But I recorded it. Man, it took a lot of hard drive. I recorded it at 24-bit, 88,000 kilohertz. Now, CD quality is 16-bit, 44,000. So this is double kilohertz. So in other words, the highs are really like, how sometimes subtones you can't hear them? Well, there's also high tones up there that give you the chills and stuff. So you could download the whole album and the alternate takes that I used to make the song for you. I'm going to give it to you for free, okay? This is not available anywhere in stores because nobody can sell high resolution like that. And believe me, it's going to take almost 3 gigs of your hard drive if you want to listen to that raise the hair on the spine kind of sound and the depth that makes you kind of feel like your feet want to fall down. You got to take your subwoofers and pump them up because it's going to be real clear. So you got to pump up those subs because I didn't overbass it, so you can add as much sub as you want. So go download it. I just ask you to give me your email address, so maybe someday I might send an email. Who uses email campaigns anymore? I don't. But anyhow, also, so the other thing is, you can't really, make a donation unless you're a PayPal member. So now you can. You just push the donate button. You want to give me $5? You can use your credit card to check out. Isn't that nice? Look at that. Credit card. So I wanted to make it easy for you. All right? Subwoofers Prime. So thank you for taking the time to listen to my program daily. I really enjoy the music that I play. You guys know I do these wonderful little groups. And I say wonderful because of the people that join the group. That's you. Wonderful people come. And I know that some of you that are here right now that have joined these groups know exactly what I'm saying because you're them. Steve. David. I know you guys are there. See, I've went high tech on y'all. I've even got messages coming from an orange thing. I don't know which. Oh, that's YouTube. That's YouTube. That's Bill. Dr. Bill, I got to tell you something. The CD came, but it didn't work on my drive. I don't know if there's something. We'll talk about that later. I tried it. I got it right here. Thanks so much. Oh, you can't see. Anyhow, this Sunday, my friend Brian Charette, who was a guest a few weeks ago with the Tony Monaco Students and Friends, he's giving a workshop. That's going to be on Sunday. And see, my site is very easy to buy groups too. So you can not only go back and buy old groups, but you can become a participant. And the price is the same. So the advantage to buy the group in live is you can ask questions and you get a chance to play. The other way, some of the shy people or some people who live in different time zones, these give them the same, you get all the same information. It's like being in a group, except you don't have to have. But you know me. You guys can ask me anything you want anytime. I'm right here. Hey, Tony, try G, A flat, B. I'm going to have to read this. This looks like some kind of, wow, one of my favorite runs. Okay, I'll have to check that out, Leon. God bless you. Thanks for the educational tip. And going to have to try that. See what it says. Try G, A flat, B flat. Ooh, that sounds like half diminished right there. You know, Mr. Leon, you just gave me the half, whole, half diminished scale formula. And I'll show you. I'm going to use it right now in a tune where I'm going to do every 2-5. And when I do the 5 chord, I'm going to insert the diminished scale. So that's great. Thanks for bringing that up. I think I'm done with my advertisement for the day. You know, we're self-sponsored here, so you know what to do. I did all of that already. I did all of that. I want to see who's here for a minute because I like to see. Bear with me. I'm going to move this screen here. Someday I'm going to put this. Hey, Jose, we're going to be talking about when you're guesting. I know today's Thursday, yeah? So it's going to be this weekend maybe, huh? Maybe Saturday? But maybe early next week we'll talk. I need to find your schedule. Okay, Ranger. Hey, Don, how's it going? John, Mr. Pingu, Mike, Tom. Hey, Brandon, Chicago, Masako, Fred, Phil. Whoa, oh my Jack, Guglielme. Buenos dias. Hey, let's play some Latin. Oh yeah. All right. Well, thanks for joining me again. And God bless you all from wherever you are in this beautiful world. Make it a good day. That's what's important. I want a funk. Oh, wait a minute. I got one. I know I'm dying to hear that music. Magic. He's my buddy. Here he is. Where are you calling from? What do you want, man? Pungent. Yeah. How's it going today, everybody? We almost have the weekend. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I haven't been paying attention too much to the outside news just because. What's the keyboard I have on top? That's a Casio. I endorse that company. That's a CT X5000. It's really a great keyboard, man. It's got some really good sounds. I think I got to turn that synth down. It was a little, whoa. Great piano. Great little clavinets. Some synths. DX. I don't use that too much. It just synths. Vibes. Ooh. That's a cool sound too. Vibes. Let's see if we could get some little tune happening with the vibes. Trying to find a different beat, so sometimes I just take the chance. See, that's cool. Fucks it too. Francois. Let's get the vibist. On Saturday, hand separation class. Folks at 1:30. just hit that button. Boom. Kaboom. See, I have designed my own little virtual world. And you see the cat, he doesn't even really, he doesn't know what's going on unless I pet him, because I'm just in her ear. So my family doesn't hear anything except my mouth, my voice. And I could play all night long. I do shows in the middle of the night. Doesn't bother the neighbors. And I can put them as loud as I need it or soft. I did just give myself a gift. I had a really good pair of, they call them broadcast headsets, but they're a real good, not a condenser mic like this, but a, what do you call it, a cardioid, like a SM57 with a boom and a nice headset made by AKG, and it really good sound. So the problem is, these earbuds are jammed down in there, and I like to play, and your ears actually start to become so numb, you keep turning it up because you can't hear it, but you hurt yourself. Sometimes I could feel that, oh, no, we're not going to end the broadcast, Magic. No, we're not doing that. No. Can't go there today. You can go over there. Go over there. Stay over here. You can't go over there. There you go. So, yeah, that's one gift. The other gift is I'm buying a audio card. I need these things. They're not gifts, really. They're just my other ones wore out. And every time I wear them, I get like pieces of headphones stuck in my ears. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Yeah, in-ear monitor. Yeah, I have them. I have them on right now. I just jam earbuds in there. It's the same thing. Because I don't move around enough, and I can control my mix right here. I could turn them up so loud, I blow my eardrums. But pretty soon, I just bought myself a second cell phone, a cheap, like unlocked iPhone 5S, whatever, 5 somebody, and another audio interface that's made for it, so that I found out that I could go off and start broadcasting in Instagram, although it looks not really good. But they don't like that. Their content is geared towards, and I know that, like when you go to Twitter, it's more about words, right? When you go to Instagram, it's more about pictures, right? So what I'm going to do is start giving you, that might be some of my Instagram friends as well, and that audience, they're kind of like not in the middle of these broadcasts. I'm starting to now broadcast to my Twitter account, so I can start to build that account. It's so hard when you're an entertainer and you're working, teaching, and trying to make a living traveling, keeping up with all those. I have 3 Facebook pages, 1 YouTube page, 1 Twitter page, 1 Instagram page, and messages coming at me from all of them, plus, 2 more email accounts. That's a lot to keep track of. And today's world, if you've noticed, maybe you have a smaller network than I do, but people kind of want you to respond when they ask things. It's kind of an unspoken rule, right? If you're hungry enough, or at least you're respectful, you try to respond as quick as possible. So imagine me trying to have to check all those feeds. I don't know. Somebody who's a genius out there, why don't they have one application that you could really honestly put everything in, like a Gmail account, an AOL account, 3 Facebook accounts, because I'm getting messages from all those. Instagram, yes. YouTube, yes. Twitter, yes. Does anybody know about that? Is there any? If anybody knows, that would be so great. Wouldn't it be nice to just be able to, when you're having your morning coffee, see all of it? Bam, yes, sir. Yes, no, ma'am, no. Okay. That kind of thing. But for the Instagram world, I'm going to put this right up here, that second phone. You see, well, you have to go like, pardon moi, because you want to see it in the right, the right hand's in the right hand. Put it right there. So the Instagram people look at behind the scenes look. You say, well, what are they going to see? Have Hot Rookie respond to the messages. Yeah, when he takes my phone, it's gone. That's great. So that last tune, Walter Wonderly, wow, that's a name I love. That was called Watch What Happens. So once again, thanks for joining me. Tomorrow my guest is going to be the great Greg Loonsberry. He designed this wonderful pedal that gives that distortion sound that y'all like. I love that distortion. Hey, I want to reach out to Candy. I'm feeling like playing a little Candy. Who put that in? Isn't that crazy sound? That doesn't swing. So this one, to make this one sound good, it's got to be right in that sexy cut. Like right in there somewhere. That's that diminished scale. Here it is. Candy. What a great song. I'm going to have to figure the next thing I have to do in my workshop over here, in my little workshop, is figure out how to stop these drums without having to go way down there. And that, you see, that one caught me. That made me make an error. See that? The difference between a mistake and an error. Okay, I'm going to ask that question to all of you because we've all been around for many years and we've heard those words. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay, does anybody have like any kind of like insight on what might be the difference between an error and a mistake? This is what I tell my students. Now, this is going to be pertaining to playing music because, you know, of course, my whole world just about revolves around playing music, right? So we're going to talk about mistake versus, a new word, error in music. Okay. Oh, I better not play that. I might get sued, right? They'll take all my copyrights from today and just destroy me with it. You need virtual tour manager? That's the, okay, well, you know, that's the last thing I need is to be able to stop and start the Drum Genius without having to go find the phone or knock it over on my keyboard. It's a little, like, and I don't want it here, right? I can't have it here. It's in the middle of the steering wheel. Try hard not to use Wiki or Siri for this challenge. Well, we're going to keep working on that, Wrist or Red Horse. How's it going, by the way? Okay, well, the time is up on the question about error and mistake. And I know that many of you students of music are probably saying, wow, I bet you have a caring way to present that. And I do. Because, you know, man, I got to care about myself. I play music now for many, 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 many moons. So here's the difference. Many of you are familiar with the term chronic illness, right? Chronic illness is when it gets to the point where it's just forever. It's just going to be there. You just manage it at this point, if you can, right? That's the chronic part, okay? So miscalculation is definitely what it is. Okay, so a mistake is when you keep playing it wrong over and over and over and over again, right? Without even, it gets to the point where you're so chronically ill. You know that person that always played the piano, you always dreaded it because you knew they were going to get to that one spot and just botch it. But it didn't care because, you know, it was all in the fun of it, right? That's what I call a mistake. That's chronically doing it wrong over and over again. So an error is when you go for it and it just didn't come out. So I like to think about my playing when I'm taking chances rather than calling those mistakes when they don't work out, right? That's a little bit like hard on myself, right? I don't think music wants me to do that. It loves me more than that. It just wants me to say, hey, man, try that again. So that's the difference between a mistake and an error. So think about that in other ways in your life. Are you doing things chronically wrong so much that you can now call it, oops, I made a mistake? Or next time when you say, oops, I made a mistake, can you honestly say that your intention was a good one and therefore it was an error? Hey, I like that perspective today. So let's don't make too many errors though, okay? That gets nasty too. Hey, got a lot of shows, man. Shows. Every day at noon, I'm right here, and on the weekend, twice at 10 p.m. All right, how do I get out of this gig? I'm going to swing it. Oh, yeah? Uh-oh, we have a visitor. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm glad we're not on the feed. He just socked me good. I want to play this one song. I got to get it. Wait a minute. It's a shuffle. No. That does this nasty thing. All right, we'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. Where's Kitty? Get those skates on. Oh. Everybody say yeah. Love you all. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much for putting up with me, I guess, huh? See ya. God bless you. Thank you very much. Let him out. Let him out. Betty, 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 Betty much. Betty, Betty, Betty much. Betty, Betty,